Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for all of us to be using inside of the Zombies game mode. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, as you're not going to want to miss out any future uploads from myself on Black Ops 6. Now down below in the description, you can find the link for my streams. I stream Monday to Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and I stream on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. I stream everything from Black Ops 6 all the way through to custom zombie maps, and I'm working really hard this year to reach Twitch Partner. So hopefully a bunch of you will pop over there to streams. I would love to see you all there. Now in today's video, we're going to dive in and check out one of the special weapons we have, the Sirin. Now this is one, or the Siren, I'm not exactly sure how to actually say it, but we're going to take this in to Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're going to take this up to maximum damage output and see just how viable is this to be using inside of our Zombies game mode. So throughout the video, you should have a really good feel for how this weapon performs and if it's something that can fit your playstyle, as we all play differently inside of Zombies. And then at the end of the video, we'll dive into the Tombs boss fight and check out and see how it performs against the Sentinel artifact. And this is one I was really intrigued to see how it was going to do against that Sentinel artifact. If you need zombie players to help you run through Easter eggs inside of Black Ops 6, feel free to join the Zhordecommunity Discord that is based on players helping other players. The link to join is found down below in the description. So, without further ado, let's dive into the special weapon, the Siren review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that. I hope you have all been very well, as I took just a couple days off recently just to kind of relax and enjoy some time off. So we are back and grinding out the videos for you all now. And today's one, we're looking at the special weapon, the Siren. I think I'm going to go with the Siren for the video. I'm not sure how to say it. But anyway, we're going to take this in and see how it performs. And just off the base damage, you're looking at 147 damage on a crit shot, which is pretty solid damage at just the base rarity, 100%. So let's see what happens when we increase this damage output now to green rarity, and what kind of damage numbers are we looking at on a crit shot. All right, that looks like we're looking at 220 on a crit shot. And that's definitely some good damage numbers to see like early on just at green rarity. I mean, that'll push you through till getting your monocule from the shock mimic for sure at just green without an issue with this at all. You're going to be literally shredding everything. So this was definitely good to see. Now the next thing to do is head into the Dark Ether, and once you spawn in, if you just shift to the left slightly and look up in the sky, you can see your electrified rocks to start shooting them. And then if you shoot all 5 of the rotating rocks in the sky, 1, 2, let's get 3, there's number 4, and 5 come around the rock, there we go. Come on, there we go, number 5. That'll give you your free Pack-a-Punch 1 crystal and a Cryo Freeze ammo mod. So now we're green pack 1, damage numbers are we looking at? 576. Very decent numbers. Now with Cryo Freeze ammo mod, you can freeze these 2 waterfalls, which will give you an upgrade tool. From spawn to round 11, it's blue. From 11 to 21, it is epic. And from 21 and above, that will give you a legendary tool. Very handy. So how does blue pack 1 handle zombies? I mean, we're looking at, what, 768 on a crit shot, so definitely not much of an issue at all. I mean, you can just check out the footage right here. Absolutely no issues whatsoever at all. So pack 1 blue, this is definitely going to be something that's handy. Now, like I said earlier in the video, we're going to be taking this off to the boss fight. So let's go ahead and shoot our Roman numerals in order. This side here by Deadshot is going to be 1 through 10. So let's go ahead and get these Roman numerals shot, as we're going to need to do this lockdown so that we can collect the 2 parts that we need for the ice staff. So let's go ahead and grab the head of ice staff as we have completed this side's lockdown, pick up the max ammo and our head of ice staff, which is awesome. So now we're going to make our way over to the other side of spawn. Hold on, before I do that, let's go ahead and take this to epic rarity and help us out on our second lockdown to pick up this staff, the stick bit of it, as Archibald says. So again, over to the Roman numeral puzzle on this side, and this time we're going 1 to 8. in Roman numerals. So that'll initiate our lockdown, and then when we complete that, we can make our way over and pick up our max ammo and our ice staff stick bit, which is absolutely awesome. So now we need to push on and get to the defense of the ice staff. So here we are on round 10, pack 1, and I am epic rarity. I have my Tesla coil field upgrade ready to go. For lethals, I brought in Molotovs to help, as they found that during this solo, the Molotovs, if you throw them like right on the staff, definitely help protect the staff for a little bit of a time that you can push away. But this can be a real challenge. I mean, my health got really low doing this staff defense. I think I was down to 1 HP at one point. So like, it is definitely a challenge solo, I feel like. Well, I guess more so of a challenge than it was when the map first launched, is what I really mean to say. But you can see right here, my health is almost gone. I lost quick revive right there. Dying Wish has been activated. There definitely wasn't, like, stress levels here are through the roof. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fail this again. I do not want to just repeat this. I used PhD Flopper to explode the last few zombies that were on the ice staff, and there at 23 HP, I was able to complete the staff defense on round 10 using the Sirin special weapon. And Molotovs and my field upgrade. Definitely an interesting defense, but I feel like this Sirin has definitely some bang for the buck. So it's time to shoot our ether crystals in quick succession so that we can go ahead and get to the next step of the Easter egg. So there we are, we got those shot. Now it's time for us to head into the dark ether and get a bunch of this Easter egg stuff out of the way. So the next step we need to do is to go ahead and shoot our 3 rocks in the sky and grab the symbols. Now that one there I call the box. This one here, as it comes down, I'll show you, and I'll just tell you guys the names that I call these as I see them. So this one here is what I would call the horseshoe. So we have box, horseshoe, and then we're going to shoot our last one down, and this one comes down, and I call that an A, just to make it easy for me to remember. Come over here, and we're looking for box, horseshoe, A. Now, you can double check if you've got it correct. When you go to enter that portal, if you've shot it correctly, the 3 symbols will be on the ground right before you enter the portal. If you don't see those symbols right there, then you're going to fail and land off this rock. So at this point, I wanted to show you all just how viable a weapon this special weapon Sirin can be, handling zombies inside of the map, the tomb, and, in Black Ops 6 zombies in general. So what could be a best way to go ahead and do that for you all? I feel like it is showing you the escort step of this Easter egg, as that is going to spawn us in a bunch of elites. We've got a shock mimic right here. We're going to get a doppelgast. We get amalgams later on. So this is definitely something I feel gives you all a really good feel for how this handles a bunch of zombies when you need to stick close and you need to dish out that damage to be able to continue pushing this escort forward. And of course, you've got to deal with all the zombies that it's spawning in to get its energy. So I feel like this is definitely an awesome opportunity. And like, we just melted that doppelgast. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm just gonna be quiet here for a minute, and you can see just how this special weapon handles things. Like, it's awesome. So, like, I mean, you can see we're just kind of melting everything. There's really no much problems with anything. There's our amalgam. We got our amalgam coming in. So let's see how this handles the amalgam. I mean, look at the damage we're doing to that amalgam. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just stand and dished out the... stand and melted an amalgam. That is absolutely amazing. Truly awesome. We're still running cryo freeze, so we don't have the light mend on there. Or dead wire, which is what amalgams are weak to. So, we're just using the specialist weapon or specialty weapon, and just no problems. That was awesome. I was able to just work my way through that escort without much of an issue. So let's go ahead and finish up some more Easter egg steps that we need to go ahead and get done. So the first thing we need to do is do our vermin lockdown. So let's go ahead and hit our healed shot on the vermin statue, pick up the energy, and make our way over to spawn and get the vermin lockdown done. As we definitely want to get that boss fight arena open. So we're going to need to finish off the Easter egg steps. So here we are, we come in, bringing our charged staff, going to kill a whole bunch of spideys. Bye-bye! Die, Spideys! And away they go. So we're going to finish this one off, pick up our energy from the pedestal here, and then take this energy back into the Dark Ether and put it on its corresponding pedestal inside of the Dark Ether. So there we are. That one's done. It's on to the next one, which is going to be the parasites, and you're going to do your heal shot on the parasite statue in the Dark Ether, make your way through the yellow portal, and charge it up, and we're going to do the parasite lockdown, which is just picking up energy and putting it into the statue. So what you're seeing there is me taking, just waiting a second for the parasites to spawn in, so that my charge shot can be, you know, the most effective during this. And then we got that one finished. So time to pick up our energy from the parasite pedestal and take that energy into the Dark Ether and place it in there. Now we need to do the same thing for twice more. We got to do Doppelgasts, which are going to be through the green portal. So we're going to head over there, drop our charge shot at the Doppelgast statue, and then go ahead and take out a whole bunch of Doppelgasts with the ice staff. And then once this one's done, we're going to pick up our energy from the portal inside of the map right here. And then we're going to take this energy and push forward into the Dark Ether and drop it onto the Doppelgast pedestal inside the Dark Ether, leaving us only one step left for this Easter egg. And I forgot that that one's on cooldown. You know how many times I do that? It drives me nuts. I always laugh at myself when I do that. Anyway, let's push into the Dark Ether and get this energy into the pedestal. All right, here we go. No, that's the wrong one, Zeke. That's the wrong one. Don't take enough damage and fail this. Oh, my goodness. Panic. Okay. Whoo. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. I am calm. I swear. A calm Z all the time. All right, it's time to grab our final one, which is the amalgam, which is through the red portal. So we're going to drop down here, activate this, and drop a charge shot on our amalgam when he spawns in. And then I'm going to aim down sights with our specialist and just absolutely melt him. There we go. Pack 1 epic. We're doing over 1,000 damage on an amalgam, which is awesome. So that is our final energy we need to bring back into the Dark Ether to put on the amalgam statue, so that we can then unlock the boss fight arena, which is awesome because I definitely want to see what this special weapon's capable of doing damage-wise against the Sentinel artifact. So here we are, round 14, Easter egg is complete, and we are ready to go to the boss fight. Now, before we go to the boss fight, we definitely want to get this to maximum damage output. So let's go ahead and take this to Pack-a-Punch level 2. Let's go ahead and take this now to Legendary at Pack 2. Now, we still need to get this to Pack 3, so we're going to have to push up through the rounds a little bit further. But before we do that, how does this handle Pack 2 Legendary Zombies on round 19? What kind of damage numbers are you looking at? Is it going to be something that's a viable option for all of us to be bringing inside of our games? And, I mean, I definitely feel like that is a yes. And here's me trying to show you the crit damage, 3,072 for a crit shot on Legendary Pack 2. So there still is Pack 3 damage to go to increase the damage output on this weapon, but definitely a viable option. As you can see, I had no issues on round 19 dealing with the zombies or any of that stuff. So now it was time to push this to max damage inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. We are Legendary. We are Pack-a-Punch 3. I want to put on my favorite ammo mod for this boss fight, which is the Light Mend ammo mod. And at this point, there really was only one thing left to do, which was to pick up the final perks that I needed from the Wonder Fizz machine. So I certainly did that and just kind of camped out in front of it using the ice staff to push up through the rounds to grab enough essence to purchase all of the perks inside of the map. Now that I have all my perks, it's time to take this to the boss fight. So how is this Sirin special weapon going to handle the Sentinel artifact boss fight on the tomb? Let's find out together. All right, so here we are about to enter our very first damage phase, and what numbers are we looking at? Oh, I'm seeing over 1,000. 1184 consistently. That was pretty solid. That was definitely pretty solid. Like, that certainly gave me confidence that we should be able to skip a step using this, which is definitely a plus. Like, that's definitely something that I feel is going to make something usable. So second damage phase, let's see. Can we get both of these ones cracked, doing 1,184 crit damage? I feel like I could have been a little bit more accurate there. We got to get a reload, and it's done. Yeah, so I definitely feel like if I was more accurate, you can crack both of these in one magazine, which puts it up there with the AS Val. So let's move on to the last damage phase of the first half of the boss fight and see how quick we can get rid of this one. Let's go ahead and do this, and it should be done right there. That is awesome. That is really solid. And it gives you the movement speed because it's categorized as a special weapon, but it acts kind of like a pistol as far as you and your ability to have movement speed with it. Now let's get our elite in here and see what kind of damage. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. We're like halfway done that elite already. One charge shot and some shots from the Sirin, and we're like halfway done our first elite. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, where is he? I know he's got to be here close. He's almost done because that was almost finished him right off the hop. There he is. There he is. He's almost done. Let's use this. We've got a charge staff shot going. And boom, cracked the first one. Like, holy smokes. Also, don't be an idiot like me and save switching to Ether Shroud to this point of the boss fight, as it's not going to be much help to you. But I switched there, and then I was like, okay, we'll pop Arsenal Accelerator here in a short order and help myself get my Ether Shroud back quickly. I definitely wanted to make sure I got into the middle, though, to pick up that max ammo. Now, here's our next elite spawning in, which is going to be our sprinty, speedy friend, the Doppelgast. And if you're, this is something I like to do when I notice there's not much in the way of crowd control, is you can just kind of train your Doppelgast up and over this thing here and in and out of your charge shots with your staff and make fairly easy work of the Doppelgast for your second elite down in the second half of the boss fight. And now this doesn't necessarily work as effective if you've got a ton of zombies and the crowd control is here, but like you saw, I didn't have much in the way around me, so that was an easy peasy second artifact crack on the second half of this boss fight. And at this point I was like, holy smokes, this is definitely something I might be running in my games, because I definitely like this weapon. I think it's pretty cool. And this was impressive, the damage. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Like, we've got 2 left to go now. We've got our Shock Mimic coming in, and then we have our Amalgam. I still have all of my Gobblegums to be using, well, except for the Arsenal Accelerator, which I'm currently using to go ahead and charge up my Ether Shroud. I still have Insta-Kill, though, and I still have my Idolize, so I was definitely feeling incredibly confident. Stick through, because I think overconfidence was maybe the word I should have been using. But here we are, just about finished off our Shock Mimic. Dropped a charge shot to protect me as I didn't have my Ether Shroud ready to go. This Disciple annoyed the heck out of me as he came in and caused all kinds of problems. And then I wasn't paying attention, and behind me I got grabbed by the Amalgam, which took me for my first down. Very, very frustrating. Now, don't be silly like I was right there, and use your decoys like I had. Drop a charge shot again, stick and move. And keep yourself away a distance from the enemies, and make easy work of things on yourself. Don't necessarily push it and be as that was just not the play. That was not the play. So I was feeling a little, I'm like, okay, I've got Flopper still and Jug and Stam Up, so I was feeling like, okay, this should be okay. Then I popped my insta-kill and actually had to do a lap around to go pick it up because there was just too much stuff here and my health was not regenning quick enough as I didn't have quick revive anymore. So now I'm really concerned. I'm like, okay, I don't have quick revive, and I was like, okay, let's see if we can get his health. Nope, not doing that. Then we had to go back around this way. Now, don't forget, this whole time I have popped my insta-kill Gobblegum, which is still sitting here, and for some magical reason I managed to make it over to that insta-kill. I don't know how I managed to do that. Absolutely crazy. But here we are. Let's see if we can finish off this Sentinel artifact here. We cracked that one. That one is done. All right, so now all we have left to finish off is our Amalgam Elite coming in, and I'm still feeling pretty confident. Even though we took it down, we're out of self-revives. We've only got our 3 perks left, but I'm still feeling confident because I've got Idolize left, and I was feeling like, okay, we definitely should be able to handle this Amalgam with Idolize. So now the only difference for me, and I feel like this was the cause of what you're about to see, is normally I have Idolize as my top Gobblegum to pop. So for me on my keyboard, that's number 6. In this case, it was number 4, which caused me to hit the wrong button a couple times. Now here we are. This is a colossal error on my part here. A massive miscalculation on damage. I definitely should have dropped a charge shot on the amalgam and then used my special to melt him while he was standing in a charge shot. Now at this point, I also noticed my idolize was almost done, but I was so wanting to finish this boss fight here, I did not bother dropping a charge shot at my feet to protect myself. Yeah, don't do that, because it doesn't work. Man, I can't believe I did that. That's what happens when you take some days off. The rust was showing right there. All right. As I always do at the end of the video, this is the build I put together. Work together in the comments if you want to make any changes to it. We'll show you the camo and the blueprint that I was running as well. Don't forget to be subscribed, commenting, and liking the videos, as at 7,000 subscribers, we're doing another giveaway for all the support. Thank you so very much for tuning in today, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.